Welcome everybody to What's Up Bolts. Obviously, I'm Fernando Ramirez.
Let's get
That
going.
sunglass down in
Let's get
wearing
freaking going, Frau. I
out where
cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. Because
is
I have
Dan
one
and
question for you, Frau.
Daygo.
If you have
Why
kids
are
in the
you,
room, I have this is gonna be the only time I do this.
why are
I have
you
a
at Moe's?
question. I have a question for you, Frau. This is where I
Why are you
reside. I can be celebratory. You don't drink because you're sad all the time. You know,
so obviously a couple of
Frau,
a
let me
couple
do it. Stop stalling. I have one
well,
question
let me
for you.
just
Uh,
let me lay the context out there for it. So Gilberto and I reacted to some news that just came out.
oh, some news.
And
What news?
there were some people on the live that were like, "Well, where's Dan and Daigle? We need his reaction." So I told people, "Hey, don't worry. Like, I'll get on and I'll talk to Dan and Daigle and we'll get his reaction." So here's first, right now, here's the reaction from Dan and Daigo, and then we'll ask him how he reacted when he first got the news. But Dan and Daigo, I'm about to put it up, and then you react to this. The Chargers hire Jim Harbaugh as their head coach. Take it away.
I'm gonna do this one time, like I said. You get the bleep button ready, Frau. Who's got it better than us? Fucking nobody. Let's freaking go. I just everyone understands, right? When the news broke, I was at workouts with the team. I was at I was about to give away the high school. I was at a local high school. I was at on an island somewhere. And literally, I saw the alert on my phone. I literally go up to all the coaches. Who are the Patriots? They don't matter anymore. Who are the Cowboys? They don't matter anymore. Who are the Chiefs? They don't matter anymore. The Steelers? What? The Ravens? What? It's
49ers?
done. It's done. No, nobody. Like, I kid you not. I'm so fired up because obviously, pump the brakes. We got to see what's on the field. But this is such a, this is exactly what this organization needs. A guy who's going to hold everyone accountable, a guy who has a vision, a guy who takes no nonsense and is here to do one thing, and that is win, baby, win. It's unbelievable.
Better than us.
There you go, Pops.
Nobody.
There you go, Pops. Hey, I saw he was coaching with him at Stanford and USD. Bring his ass out of retirement too, whatever it takes. Let's freaking go, dude. Because in all honesty, this is and the most important thing for now, it's like I said previously on the show, you don't hire Jim Harbaugh. Who are you going to hire to sell tickets? And I bet you right now, those are flying off the wall because everybody's fired up. The son of Odin, finally. Yeah, exactly. Play this one.
Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure? Stay calm. Wait.
Dude, it took everything out of me not to start trashing everybody. Oh, there was a Denver Bronco fan who's a coach also. I said, who are the Broncos, dude? Get out of here. I'm not afraid of freaking Russell Wilson.
Mention the other thing. One of the other coaches goes for who?
Oh, the Kansas City Chiefs? Oh,
No.
you're right. Ohio State. Shout out to Coach Simpson. I was like, hey, now your problem's solved. Now you don't have to face Jim Harbaugh every year out there in Ohio and Michigan and all that stuff. But who cares about college football, honestly? The freaking this is gonna I'm so fired up for now. I can't even put it into words. There you go. Exactly. Happy. In all honesty, I have a feeling we're going to get back to that Marty Schottenheimer style of play, except Jim Harbaugh going to exactly. And we just answered that. Jim Harbaugh.
See they changed their picture?
Yeah, I saw that. That was funny. One thing that they did that was funny. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's hilarious. Such an awkward photo that they used. But, he learned, obviously he's won everywhere. He's had good records. Championships had eluded him a little bit, and we saw that in San Francisco. We saw that in his first few years at Michigan and everything else. But now that he won the national championship, he's tasted that, and he now is hungry for the real thing, which is the Lombardi Trophy. And Frau, where is the Super Bowl next year? Enlighten us. Where is it?
Well, I mean, it's in New Orleans, but
It's
let's
in
pump.
New Orleans, Frau. Imagine that storyline. Son of Odin, Chargers team who thought everyone was a Chargers team who everyone thought was dead in the water. A coach who had lost a Super Bowl previously in the same city. Freaking redemption, dude. I don't know what else to say it. He is gonna really, and obviously, some of these players, if I was them, I'd be a little bit nervous.
NFL head coach.
A coach that's the national champion. That's the
He is
reigning
gonna-
national champion now.
He is going to turn this over, dude. He's going to turn this roster over. He's going to get them believing in themselves again. He's going to get them flying around and hitting each other. Because in all honesty, in my mind right now, thinking free agency, thinking recruiting, who wouldn't want to play for Jim Harbaugh? Why are you going to go? Some of these older vets, why would you want to go take Max Steel somewhere else just to lose every Sunday, not have a chance? You know what I mean? In my mind, this LA is a destination now, coming to the Chargers with Jim Harbaugh. They couldn't have done it better.
So this is what Gilbert and I kind of spoke on. One of the things that obviously we expect him to do is bring Jesse Minter with him. By the way, his son, Jay Harbaugh, he's probably going to bring him with him.
Bring his grandson. I don't give a rat's
where he graduated
ass.
from.
Where? USD? He went to Saints? No.
Saints. Yeah, no, he went to Saints.
Really?
Jay Harbaugh. Yeah.
Damn. Hopefully I can run into him. That'd be a nice little connect.
Yeah, he went to Saints.
Yeah,
he went to Saints. So well, that's not the thing though. So Jesse Minter will probably be that's what a lot of people believe is he'll be his defensive coordinator. But the thing is here is that the Chargers got him over the weekend. There was talk about there's going to be 4 to 6 because they did 15 interviews. There's going to be 4 to 6 people that are going to be interviewed for second interviews. From the beginning, I said, and I'm going to be completely honest, I thought it was going to be Dan Quinn. Why? The Spanos family MO in the past has been to go that route. Yes, experience, but you're going to go the
middle of the tier. Yeah.
70 yards. You're not going to go the full 100. They went the full 100. So I'm going to admit it right now. I was wrong. They went credit up to the Spanos family, because to go get a Jim Harbaugh and to change kind of the philosophy of what you've done in the past is not easy, because Jim, analytics, nutrition, strength and conditioning, he's going to want a lot of that stuff. And then obviously general manager is going to be a lot different. He's going to want somebody that's connected with his brother. Well, obviously, like I said, he's not going to want full control, because he's going to want to do he just doesn't want like a Trent Bulky situation like what he had
where they're butting heads and
49ers.
like
yeah,
AJ and Marty.
He wants a tag team partner, not somebody who's going to stab him in the back, which I completely agree with. He wants somebody that has his vision. So why not lean on your big brother and somebody who's been around your brother and who has that vision? So
you're saying a little double spy, a little double agent. I like it.
So I completely understand why he's going that route and why they've interviewed guys that are connected to that. The only one that's not is Ed Dodds, and that's because he's connected to Harbaugh himself. But Brandon Brown's already had his second interview with the Chargers. And I'm sure there's going to be others, but there's the 4 candidates. 3 of them are connected to the Harbaughs. 1 of them is connected to Jim. So we'll see where they go from there. But credit has to go up to the Spanos family. 100%. A lot of people thought they'll F this up. They won't get this. They're gonna bottle it. They're gonna do this. They're gonna pull an Arsenal. They're gonna do something wrong. And they didn't. And honestly, credit where credit is due. They went in there, got their guy.
You know,
and now there's a new era, and the Chargers needed an identity, because yes, you have the quarterback. But the problem is that you've, in a sense, I don't want to use the W word, because you haven't used your quarterback to his full potential yet. Your quarterback has played phenomenal with what he's had. And I mean, obviously, you've heard some stuff that has come out from that the locker room, it was a tense locker room. There was some separation there, but you see this, and 31 touchdowns his first year to 10 interceptions, 38 touchdowns his second year, 15 interceptions. That's fine. Some of them, I mean, how all this
Pop-ups
goes.
happen.
The
Yeah.
second year, 25 touchdowns at 10. We all know what happened that year. There was a lot of injuries to the receiving group.
Yeah.
Keenan was
And the
down for
ribs.
7.
Yeah.
Mike was down for 4, and then obviously the ribs. And then this year, 20 for 7, but then he missed the last 4 games of the season. But he's been like, he's done a lot with a little bit. Here now, everything is going to change. Everything that he's known, everything that he's seen is going to be completely different. Why? Coaching matters. Look 100%. At the teams that are left. What Jim Harbaugh is going to do when he comes in, he's going to change the culture of this team, which it needs a culture change. They haven't had a culture change since, like I've mentioned before, Marty Schottenheimer.
Shout out RIP.
Yeah, Marty would come in and he'd change things. Like he came in, he'd make guys redress for practice. He'd make them restart practice. He would make them do, like, when it was Raider week, like you knew it was Raider week. Like Jim was around. I don't know if he got Marty, but
I don't think so.
But I don't think so either. But I know that he was here for a bit. Let me check on that. He was here
in the 2000s.
No, he wasn't.
Okay.
But still, he kind of embodies that old school kind of mentality with the new school. He's been innovative. He's done some things with the way his scheme is. He's coming off a national championship where Michael Penix was on fire, and his defense was really able to shut him down and shut down a lot of what he did. So Jim's going to come in. I'm sure he's going to change up what this offense does. He's going to try and use Justin at his full potential, but at the same time saving him, trying to build this offensive line up. You have Rashawn Slater.
Yeah.
You have Zion Johnson, but you still want to see him being used to his potential.
Yeah.
We'll see what Harbaugh does with him. You need a center. Jamari Sawyer, where is he going to be best used? Is Trey Pipkins a guy that he wants to keep, or what's he gonna do with him? And then what are you gonna do with Mike Williams and Keenan Allen? I'm pretty sure he's gonna want to keep one continuity piece. It'll probably be Keenan Allen. And then you need to get more weapons for Justin Herbert. You need to get him a tight end. Dan, I think you and I are both of the opinion if they drafted Brock Bowers and they signed Gerald Everett
100%
to a contract, the
Yeah.
1-2 punch, I think that'd be a solid 1-2 punch.
Keep Everett
right there. But there's a lot that needs to be done with this team, if I'm completely honest. Like, the offense needs work, the defense needs work. We'll see what happens with special teams. I know that Ryan Ficken has been a great special teams coach. We'll see if Harbaugh wants to keep him or not. That's the one piece that has been consistent these last 2 seasons. But does he want to bring in his own special teams person, or does he want to keep the continuity there? They have a kicker, they have a punter, and they have some pieces there. So that aspect will be interesting. But the thing is, this is a game changer. This is a difference maker. This is a guy that went into the University of San Diego, changed the culture, went into Stanford, changed the culture, went into San Francisco, changed the culture. Remember, can't win with them, can't coach with them, can't do it.
San Francisco was in a worse position, in my opinion, back then, and he turned it, than the Chargers are now. And it's like, the thing that I'm looking forward to most, that I think this team has been missing forever since Schottenheimer, is physicality. I don't think they intimidate anybody up front. That's my biggest freaking problem, dude. I understand some of the rules have changed and everything else, but there's some things that are always constant, and it's constant when you face, the Ravens, the Steelers. Well, I guess used to be the Patriots, but I'm trying to think of some of those other old school teams. Every single time you face them, no matter what their record was, you knew it was going to be a physical game. It didn't matter. And that, in the back of your mind, facing an opponent like that, makes everybody nervous, makes everybody hesitate. And that's what I think this team has been missing. There's no physicality to it. They just try and, finesse their way through things, and it doesn't work like that in this sport. I hate to admit it. It doesn't work like that in this sport. There's some things that will always be true. The sport is physical no matter how they try and soften it up. And the most physical teams will most likely win almost every time.
No, I completely agree with you. And that's the thing. That's what the Harbaughs do. They change the aspect of everything.
Yeah.
And that's why the general manager position is going to be interesting to see. That's why I think the Chargers are going to wait till next week. I think they're going to present head coach and general manager at the same time. So I feel like that's going to be the aspect, but that 1-2 punch is going to be lethal depending on who. Well, the four choices
the best part,
are
the best part is you're going to have the advantage because you mentioned this earlier on one of your radio hits or whatever. You know, you have the advantage that he's coming fresh out of college football.
Yep.
So he knows all the Ohio State players, all the Alabama players, all the Washington players, all the, Texas players.
All the Alabama players that have transferred to Ohio State?
Yeah, well, he definitely knows them. But you know what I'm saying? Like all the people who are declaring, I'm sure he already has
and all the kids coming out of Michigan. The kids remember they had some nasty defensive tackles on their team.
Yeah, and the center was supposedly one of the best centers, centers in college football. And it's like, and that's the thing you're going to have an advantage of that you need to cash in now. Trying to get hopefully you hit on these, picks like former administrations couldn't, and you really get them productive and going because that's what this team has been missing also. And again, I credit to you on your radio hits. There was never any depth. We've talked about this left and right all season, where it's like Bosa goes down, and who do you have back there? Thule stepped up sometimes, but I think it's a lot to ask of him as a 20-something-year-old. Chris Rumpf. You know what I mean? Like you need depth at these positions. You need to have something that works, and clearly it wasn't working. So, and the other thing, in all honesty, going back to you saying credit to the Spanos family, I really hope, and I mentioned this on the pod, I think it was after the Raider game, I think it was the Raider game because it was the prime. After they essentially tried to embarrass, not only the Spanos family, but the organization itself by putting up, chargering graphics and all this other crap, making chargering a word in Webster's dictionary or whatever, whether it's right or not, is a totally different thing. But to, blast them on the national stage, I hope it pissed them off a little bit. Because I said, in my mind, that's embarrassing. Not only are you losing a game like that, but you're essentially getting called out on national television. So I was hoping that fired his ass up, and he goes into the offseason, kind of like, all right, the villain arc is starting to form. You guys want to call me a loser, shitty-ass owner, all these other things. I'm cheap, whatever. In my opinion, the cheap's not even the problem. That's not even a problem. It is what it is. They call the Bengals guy cheap. He's at least been to a Super Bowl, been competitive, been to AFC championships. The not winning part is the problem. Exactly. So I'm hoping – so it looks like because he went for Jim Harbaugh, he was really, pissed off about all those labels. He's like, we need to do something else. We need to do something fresh. We need to get someone in here who's going to hold these players accountable, give us a direction where we need to go. And, he got his guy. And, I don't know how true this is because I saw some stuff on Twitter saying that he didn't even let him leave the building until he got it done. Shout out, dude. You know what I mean? And to all the Charger fans out there, I will tell you this. Obviously, we got to wait till we see on the field play and offseason moves and everything else. From the pits of despair, deep, dark into the valley, we're coming back up. The Charger fans at least see light right now, and they're saying there is more. There can be more. And I think that's the most important thing right now because, where they could have gone to, same old story type of stuff, they went the complete opposite way because they know they need a complete overhaul. They need to change a lot about themselves and their identity. They're still searching for that identity. And I think Jim Harbaugh is a good start to shaping their identity in the future.
What I posted or what I put up here is a video from Dayon Henley. It's a guy at a Chinese food restaurant. He's like flipping
the wok,
or he's cooking. He's cooking on a wok, and he has fried rice, and he's really cooking. And it's Dayon Henley's like Big Spanos in the kitchen.
Yeah, exactly.
Talking about Dean Spanos. So he actually changed his picture to I'll show you right now.
Dan I see. That's
Jim
hilarious.
Harbaugh right there. So
that's hilarious.
Pretty funny, but this is literally life coming full circle for Jim. Also, I mean, he's the quarterback of the Chargers now.
And Frown, what better story? Okay. he goes back to his alma mater. I want to be known as a Michigan man. I'm a loyal Wolverine. I want to come bring a championship, yada, yada, yada. Turns that program around because you knew of Michigan, but I mean, how relevant it was in the college football game, I don't think it was, natty level.
It had been a while.
It had been a while. Turns it around. Wins a freaking natty, dude. Was in the playoffs a few times, couldn't do it. Is what it is. Wins a freaking natty. He's coming home to another alma mater. Why not do it twice? Why not let lightning strike twice? And what area more fitting than a place where his dreams, his hopes, and his desires were stolen from him? It doesn't write itself better. Hey, those assholes who are script writers, listen to this. Start writing it down for the 24th season or whatever number it is, dude. I just don't know how to say it. I'm so fired up. I was a youngster, just so everybody understands, when Marty Schottenheimer was a coach. I get teared up every time I watch his football life. I don't know why. I loved Marty Schottenheimer. I loved his style of play. I thought he was a dog. He only brought in dogs. It was so physical. It was so beautiful to watch. And really, I think this is a hope like we've never had before. Or sorry, the Chargers fans have never had before or whatever. Because, I mean, when they hired Mike McCoy, OC didn't know much about him. We'll see. Anthony Lynn, I don't think he was an OC. I think he was a running back coach. Not super sure. We'll see.
Yeah, he was just he was a coach at the end of the.
Yeah, he was an interim OC or interim head coach or something.
Yeah,
maybe, I don't know. Brandon Staley, DC. Okay, we'll see. But with this guy, with this name, you know what's coming. I almost feel like, gosh dang, Coach Prime over there in Colorado, Frau, we coming. And our bags are Louis. Our bags are Louis, Frau. We coming. Give me my theme music. Oh, I'm fired up, dude. I am fired up. Oh, God. I just don't know how else to say it. I really think, and he has a 5-year contract. I think if we win the division next year and make maybe a divisional, that would be pretty epic for a first year. Because who knows? Obviously, it's always tough in the first year to kind of turn around and do it. But, I mean, anything. Like, in my mind right now, especially if you've seen the reports or the rumors that, Andy Reid and Kelsey could possibly retire from Kansas City, their time is done. Like, their time is done ski right now. I'm not worried about the Broncos. They still got to figure out the quarterback and some other things. I just don't know.
Here's Dan and Daygo when looking at the rest of the NFL now.
You guys are so screwed now.
100%. They are so screwed because and there's the son of Odin.
Let him.
Oh, yeah. Let Herbert cook, dude. Because, again, this guy's a competent, known winner. He's going to bring in the right guys, and he is going to get after it, dude. Because I'm sure it still fires him up that every Thanksgiving, every Christmas, every whatever, he's got to sit across the table from, I think it's his big brother.
Yeah.
He's got to sit across the table from Big Brother, and Big Brother's got that little shiny thing on his hand, and he says, you got one of these, Jim? Got one of these? Jim doesn't have one of those. But let me tell you something, Frau. He's freaking coming, dude. Oh, my God. I can't wait, seriously, to see his ass every Sunday hitting Herbert in the pads and doing all that stuff, dude. I'm so fired up. I'm about to go buy some damn khakis and a sweater just to get so fired up. Wear it also on game day, dude. You couldn't have picked a better coach. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. We ain't got next. We got now. We ain't coming no more.
Well, okay. Now I'm gonna kind of bring it a little bit back to earth. Back to
I'm on cloud 9, dude. I'm on cloud freaking 9.
This is gonna take a little bit of time, and I hope Charger fans
100%. Yeah.
cognizant of that. I mean, there's only one running back in the room as of right now. The offensive line, the
Spiller?
receiving group, yeah.
He'll figure it out.
The
He'll figure it
defense, no,
out.
and I'm sure, and I completely, I'm sure they'll figure it out. But at the same time, I mean, the one thing they do have going for, or the thing that they have going for them, is the how do I put this? They have a fourth place schedule next year. They have the fourth easiest schedule in the NFL. The Broncos don't know what they're gonna do next year at quarterback, but Sean Payton didn't fold after getting beat 70-20 this year.
No,
he came hard. They still have Justin Simmons. They still have Patrick Surtain.
the corner.
They still have some pieces. The Raiders are missing a quarterback. What's going to happen with Devontae Adams? We don't know. Is he really going to go to the Jets and request a trade, or is he really staying? We don't know. What's going to happen at the quarterback position? We don't know. But they're still dogs. Is the Antonio Pierce thing gonna is that gonna kind of fade away a little bit?
It's gonna fade.
We'll see.
Do you understand? Do you understand right now? Jimothy. No. Let's stick with Jim. Jim Harbaugh is the head coach of this organization.
I know.
He is gonna give Sean Payton fits. He is gonna give.
Dean, do you see what you've done to my brother?
Exactly.
Because you've never given him a head coach like this.
We have no hope. Now we've given some real hope. You know what I'm saying? It's just I really think, in past years, you would see Charger games and be like, how the hell do you drop one to this team? I think that's gone. I hope that's gone, because I think Jim Harbaugh is going to be a very much no-nonsense type of guy, crosses his T's and dots his I's, and he's going to be like, we're not here for horse manure, dude. You can go to the Raiders, Broncos, everywhere else.
A general manager's not going to come in and freaking do this.
Yes. Why not? Don't we deserve this after all the crap we've been through? Bippity boppity, bippity boppity, bippity boppity.
Just freaking fixing everything like it's gonna take.
Yes. Boppity, bippity boppity boo. Yes. Bring in my fairy godmother, damn it. We deserve this. We're like Megan Rapinoe. We deserve this. After all the crap we've been through, are you kidding me? But here's my thing. Okay, I understand what you're saying in the sense of that. But having him on your sideline is going to give these guys an edge. You know what I'm saying? Like, they used to say, here's a little history for you. Napoleon on a horse was worth 10,000 men, dude, because they believed in him so hard, that they believed in him so much that they were going to work harder, fight longer, and endure a lot more just because they believed in their general. The Bolts are going to believe in their general. You bet your ass they are, because nobody's got it better than us right now, Frau. Nobody. So fired up. Slam dunk hire. I just don't know what more I can say about it. I was a little bit worried when I saw that Falcons thing. Then all of a sudden I got canceled and this and that. So
all I knew, Dan, is that they what's it called? As soon as I saw that I had heard that his wife was there too.
Yeah.
I'm like, happy wife, happy life. There's
I almost want to bet they'll win the division next year.
Well,
I'm fired up.
I would relax a little bit on
I don't need to relax. I don't need to relax. I like this. I'm excited again. You understand how much this is taken out of our souls and everything else? I'm not selfish anymore. To the football gods, if you're listening, I'm not selfish anymore. We're not selfish anymore. All we need is one magical season down there in Bourbon Street in New Orleans.
How am I supposed to get you home?
Fuck it. I'm dying out there. Find me in the hospital, the jails, the morgue. Go look for me, because I'm not coming back, dude. It's over. It's over. It's over. If he wins it, build him a statue. I don't give a shit. I don't care what he does the rest of his career. Build him a statue. It's over, dude. If he freaking wills this, the sky's the limit. I don't know how to say it. Like, the sky's the freaking limit. I am so fired up They finally, hopefully, got this right, and it's going to be good. It's going to be good. He's going to be, Mike McCarthy on steroids, averaging 12-win seasons, hopefully. But, because more than anything, again, I hope he brings that physicality and run game. Could you imagine Justin Herbert with a run game and the actual threat of play action? How much better his numbers are going to be? Oh my God, dude! Just seeing these two together, I can't wait for the first photos that come out. The real photos, not the edited ones. Either them talking to each other in the building. Can you imagine, Frau, how packed training camp is going to be? Because people are so fired up. You're not going to be able to move. It's going to be wall to wall, dude.
Yeah.
Finally. Just win me a Super Bowl. That's all I ask. No more heartbreak. Just do it. Just do it. Because
you want to hear what Emmanuel Ocho has to say about it?
No, I don't give a rat's ass about Emmanuel Ocho. That guy's an idiot. Half of those people are idiots on TV. Oh my God, dude. They're gonna want to cloud chase now so they can come around during training camp and all this other stuff. No thanks. You can keep your grubby little hands away from my team, my coach, and my
What's gonna happen when you see him do this to Herbert?
I'm gonna die. And JJ McCarthy's a scrub too. That's the funniest part. Could you imagine when he does this to Herbert? Oh my God, I'm gonna die. In a Charger polo, khakis. Let's go, dude.
I don't think so. When I send you a picture from the press conference next week, like, are you gonna believe it?
I'm gonna die.
Everything's just been mashups and everything. Nobody's really like
make him sign in blood, Dean Spanos. Oh my God, dude. Can you imagine, like, seriously, what he did in that offense with JJ McCarthy, who maybe average, maybe system quarterback, whatever you want. Could you imagine now that he's gonna have a stud? He's going to make Kaepernick's numbers. He's going to make Alex Smith's numbers look like child's play. Literally, compared to what this man is going to do. Oh, my God. The son of Odin.
Imagine if Jesse Minter comes in and what he does to Patrick Mahomes.
Bring him. I know Mahomes right now is tearing up. Because let me tell you something. This is to all the Chiefs kingdom. And all those idiots in Kansas City, the Swifties.
No.
Besides the fact that I hope you all go to hell this weekend. Go Baltimore.
No.
You've been put on notice.
Oh, no.
Your reign of terror is over, dude. Your reign of terror is over. No longer are the Chargers going to lay down for you. Harbaugh is going to bring such an energy, dude, to this team. I can feel it in my bones. I can already see it. They are not going to lay down to these people anymore. No more manure, Frau. We deserve something good for a change. Shout out to all of us. Because this is painful to watch, dude, half the time.
Yeah, let me read to you some of the press release so that you can have an idea of what was said. But this is from Dean Spanos.
Send it, Pops.
Okay. So now you want to hear it.
Yeah, send it. Let's see what he says.
Okay. So he says, Jim Harbaugh is football personified, and I can think of no one better to lead the Chargers forward. The son of a coach, brother of a coach, and father of a coach who himself was coached by names like Schwarmbeckler and Ditka. For the past 2 decades, Jim has led hundreds of men to success everywhere he's been as their coach, and today Jim Harbaugh returns to the Chargers, this time as our coach.
Yes.
Who has it better than us?
Fucking nobody. Look how much energy he's given to me, dude. I am fired up because, again, like I think the thing people don't understand sometimes is, like, for instance, take the Michigan thing. When you play for a program, I don't know if you won a championship or not, but when you put your blood, sweat, and tears into a program for 4 years and you leave, you have a special I don't even know how to say it. You have a special like place in your heart for that program, if that makes sense. So now to see it in shambles, he comes back. You bet your ass Jim Harbaugh cared twice as much about Michigan and his program because he played there, because he wanted to restore the good name of Michigan, compared to half of these other coaches who do it to advance their legacy and everything else. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's a different love to it because you take ownership of it, because you played there. You know what the program should be like. You know what the program should look like. And you just live it. You know what I mean? You live it. I don't know how to explain it.
Are you ready to get fired up for what Jim said?
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna finish this.
Oh, my bad.
And now him coming home again to a program where he played at, which I assume he didn't have much success just because
And now go Chargers.
Yeah, now finally we can play that stupid clip. Now him coming home again to a Chargers program where he's heard all the noise about the chargering and all this other crap, the choking, the this,
Ryan Leaf.
Huh? Oh, we don't say that name on this program. We don't. That guy, I'm not even going to try and get into it.
Okay.
I'm not even
friend of the show. Your friend of the show.
I'm not even going to get into it. Your friend. But
you know
what
him.
I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Him coming home, he's going to take that same ownership of this program. Because in my mind, he wins a Super Bowl for the Los Angeles Chargers. Put him in Canton. Who gives a shit anymore? Put him in Canton to do that. You know what I mean? Just like
especially a franchise who's never done it before.
That's what I'm
and
saying.
He's been extremely
exactly. MCDC wins a Super Bowl potentially in the next month. Put him in Canton. Who cares? It's over. You know what I mean? Where do you go from there?
So let's see who did it.
Who's done it? The dynasty and all that's great, but I'm not going to.
No, who's done it as of late?
I've seen one.
Somebody just did it.
Former player who's a coach or what?
Oh, so Gruden belongs in Canton.
He didn't play for
Tampa Bay. Oh, my bad. Okay, my bad.
First one. He brought the first one.
Because of Tampa Bay. Yeah.
You're right. Shit. If I was a Tampa fan, I'd put him in there. Yeah. Are you kidding me? Bring the first one?
No, and I'm sure okay, hindsight being 2020, yes, they got Justin Herbert, but remember, people were pissed off because they could have gotten Tom Brady, and Tom decided to go down to Tampa Bay. So you kind of feel like you're like, what the hell? Like, why did we miss out on that? And part of it was ownership.
Yeah.
Part of it was the head coach there.
Yeah.
And he goes down with Bruce Arians. They end up winning.
Yeah.
And it's and then now, boom, you strike. And then after 06, you have, and I mean, obviously but I'm not trying to justify this as to a Super Bowl win. Obviously it's not, but those small victories, this is a huge small victory for this team, for this fan base, for this organization.
Yeah.
Why? Because you've had so much just BS
garbage
in the last 40 years.
Yeah.
You had obviously the Super Bowl loss.
Yeah.
Then obviously you use
the Marlon McCrees of the world and everything. Yeah.
You use the 2 overall pick on Ryan Leaf. It doesn't materialize. Then you have that team, that 06 team that you think, you know what, Super Bowl bound.
Yeah.
Damn, the Marlon McCree play. And then the next year, LT, Antonio Gates, and Phillip Rivers end up injured. You make it to the AFC Championship. They can't make it. Then 08, I think that was the year that they went 8-8. They still won the division, but then they lose to Pittsburgh. Then the year after that, they go 13-3. And then they lose to the Jets after the whole debacle with the team and everything.
Yeah.
And then they keep Norv Turner way too long. And because there were some good head coaches out there, candidates that you could have brought in, they decided to keep Norv Turner for obvious reasons. Certain players wanted to keep Norv Turner in house.
Yeah.
And then they go get Mike McCoy. It doesn't work. They had a chance to go get a quarterback in 2017. stuff doesn't materialize, they go get Mike Williams. Then you have a chance at Brady. You have then you get Herbert though, and that's a huge prize, obviously. Because look,
that was luck.
Herbert, I bet you next week when Jim goes up and talks to when Jim goes up and talks to
you see this stooge? Does Jim Harbaugh make Chargers instant contenders? Why it's not that simple, and what's next? Oh, shut up, Bill. I'm not trying to listen to this shit right now. Are you kidding me?
I knew that was gonna set you off.
Ryan,
But
doofus.
and then obviously the 27-0. You know what's funny? For all those fans that wanted the firing to happen last year,
thank God
last year you probably end up with Sean Payton. And I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not saying I don't know how that would have ended out.
Yeah.
But I mean, this year
I'll tell you one thing. He tries to yell at my quarterback. I'll jump on that field. Get out of here. You senile old bat. Who the hell are you yelling at? Don't you dare yell at the son of Odin. You yell at that dumbass over there, Russell Wilson. Yeah, go yell at his ass.
By the way, I feel like this is you with the Chiefs fans.
And every one of us said, you know what? They had a chance to win.
Yeah.
Chiefs Queen gum. Can't wait for tomorrow's Coach JB show with Big Smitty. Going in on this.
I love that guy.
Shout out to Coach JB. That's our guy. I love Coach JB. Hopefully we can get him on during Super Bowl week.
Yeah.
I love Coach JB.
Oh my God.
I listen to his show every day.
Oh yeah, their time's over. By the time Jimmy's done with them, dude, they're only gonna be known for barbecue. That's about it. You know.
And you know that's the crazy part, because obviously if they lose this weekend,
no. When from my lips to God's ears, make
if
it
they
happen,
lose
dude.
if they lose this weekend, then everything becomes interesting, because obviously there's been reports that supposedly Travis is
retire. Go away.
Considering
Take that
retirement
idiot with you. Go away.
By the way, if you guys don't know, this weekend Dan and Daygo is not a Chargers fan.
No.
This weekend.
Oh yeah, big
Dan and
Raven
Daygo.
guy.
Dan
Lamar,
and Daygo.
yeah,
is
big
the
Raven
biggest-
guy.
He's the biggest Ravens fan out there.
Ray Lewis did nothing wrong. I'm a big Raven
He's
guy.
out there, and he's gonna be a huge Ravens fan this weekend. So.
Oh yeah, big Ravens guy. Big Ravens guy.
Yeah,
Lamar Jackson, top 3 quarterback. Shout out.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding. Oh yeah. Yeah.
But
yeah.
So going, no, he's talented.
No ranking. No quarterback ranking is as good as I just blanked on his name. The guy from McAfee. I forgot his name. Mitt. Yeah.
So this is the rest of. So this is what Jim had to say.
All right, good.
My love for Michigan, playing there and coming back to coach there, leaves a lasting impact. I'll always be a loyal Wolverine. I'm remarkably fortunate to have been afforded the privilege of coaching at places where life's journey has created strong personal connections for me. From working as an assistant coach at Western Kentucky alongside my father, Jack, time as an assistant with the Raiders, to being the head coach at USD, Stanford, the 49ers, and Michigan. Each of those opportunities carried significant, each felt personal. When I played for the Chargers, the Spanos family couldn't have been more gracious and more welcoming. Being back here feels like home, and it's great to get to
go.
Haven't changed. Here we go, Dan. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
The only job you start at the top is digging a hole. So we know we've got to earn our way. Be better today than yesterday. Be better tomorrow than today. My priorities are faith, family, and football. We are going to attack each with an enthusiasm unknown to mankind.
Yes.
This organization is putting in the work, investing capital, building infrastructure, and doing everything within its power to win. Great efforts equals great results, and we are just getting started.
Let's freaking go. Are we back? Are you? Are we all the way back? I don't know. We gotta wait. Pump the brakes. Gotta wait till we see what's on the field. But the key part in that whole thing is that he said he's home. He's not going to let people take a dump on his home. I'll tell you that. He's not going to let his home turn into some mediocre rundown thing.
This is what the president of football operations, John Spanos, said.
I don't want to hear this. This is the most important thing. You got to make sure you let the man do his job. Keep the title, keep the office, whatever you want. Let Jimbo do his thing. Get out of his way. It's like, okay. I forgot what that Bulls coach was. They asked him, hey, what was the play? Again, here comes another naughty word. I'm fired up. Here comes another naughty word, so I apologize. That Bulls coach in the playoff game, it was like the final seconds. They asked him, what was the play? And he literally says at the press conference, I said, okay, inbound. Yeah, inbound, right? Inbound the ball. Yeah, inbound the ball to Michael. Everybody get the fuck out of the way. That's what you need to do now. Let Jim get in there. Everybody else get out of his way. No social media, no whatever, no president of football operation. Get out of his way. Let him do his thing.
You don't build a resume. You don't build a resume like Jim's by accident, and you don't do it by yourself. You need a team, and nobody has built a team.
No. This guy's not on that.
Can you let me finish?
This guy's not on that. Get him out of here.
And nobody has built a team more successfully and repeatedly in recent history than Jim Harbaugh. His former players swear by him, and his opponents swear at him. Jim is one of one.
A good writer.
Jim is one of one, and we couldn't be more excited to have him back in the Chargers organization as our head coach.
Yeah, cool.
Him against Andy Reid and against Sean Payton. And then Dan, next year, he plays his brother, John, here at SoFi.
Beautiful. That'll be an AFC title game one of these days.
So obviously,
Harbaugh Bowl.
Chill.
Jeez,
the Ravens are going to have a lot of tough decisions to make in the offseason.
Beautiful. Get rid of them all. Let me get some of them.
If they can win the Super Bowl, it doesn't matter. But
you know what's the beautiful thing, Frau, about hitting rock bottom? Do you know what's the beautiful thing?
Nowhere to go but up.
There's nowhere to go but up. Right now, we are staring.
All you got to do is shake it off.
We are, like Dan Campbell, get the dust.
Shake it off. Shake it off.
Okay, no, now you killed it. We are in the bottom of some
because the players are going to play
mediocre hole.
And the haters are going to hate.
And we are now looking up. Bolt Nation. I like that better than Bolt Fan, maybe. I don't know. We are looking up. The time is darkest just before the dawn, Frau. And I think a dawn is coming.
You're really fired up, aren't you?
I'm fired up, dude. You're lucky I'm not just swearing all over left and right. Jeez,
Kid
Louise, dude. Kid show.
By the way, I think it is very I don't really like that. What? I don't know if I should do this, but
what?
So the Chargers social media team asked me to take a picture of your bedroom.
No.
And I sent it to them. I hope that's okay. And they posted it on social media.
Not okay.
Oh, well, here it is.
That definitely is me right now. I have you know what's funny? At the start, I think it was after Staley got fired after the Raider game. And the rumors had already started to swell about Harbaugh. There was an edit of Jim Harbaugh and Herbert together. Made that my screensaver since then. And I said, I'm not taking this off until they make this happen. Shout out, dude. I'm not going to change it.
You were nervous.
Oh, my God. I was sweating bullets, dude. I saw some of these names that were in everything. I'm like, come on, dude. We're not doing this again. Like, geez Louise.
Yeah, no. This
do it.
Really interesting. Obviously, we will jump on because this news already broke. We will probably jump on Monday on the Compas live with Gilbert. When the general manager is announced, we'll jump on a live. Most likely it'll be the three of us. If Dan can jump on.
Yeah, hopefully we'll do it on a Friday. I have workouts Monday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah. Whenever time permits, Dan can jump on. We don't know when the press conference will be, but after the press conference, Gilbert and I will probably jump on live and let you guys know exactly what happened during the press conference, what was said, what it was like to be there with Jim. I wouldn't be surprised if it was Jim and the general manager at the same time. We'll see who the general manager will be. But definitely, I'm sure
Hey,
people are.
just like Lane Kiffin said, like for that press conference, just like Lane Kiffin said, get your popcorn ready. Throws the headphones. You remember that before the Alabama game?
Oh yeah. No, so definitely I'm sure Chargers fans are very excited. Dan and Daygo, everybody
Excited.
Dan and Dago's reaction. So obviously we had to give the people what they wanted. But
You have no idea. Right now, I feel like this is just the beginning. It's only the beginning. Embrace your villain origin story. Spanos, Chargers, everybody.
You know what Dan does not do that I think he's gonna do this year? He never watches, well, he has recently because of the pod and everything, but sometimes he doesn't watch preseason games. Now because of Jim, I think he's gonna be tuned in the whole time.
Oh yeah, I want to see these boys. See who he's gonna bring in. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be good, dude. This is just a start. Right now, I feel like the gods have smiled on us, Frau. The football gods, for once, are smiling down on us.
On you.
I meant us, like, yeah, no,
No,
you're a
I know.
reporter.
I'm saying,
You're a
like, they're
reporter,
saying
yeah.
Dan and Dago, you haven't had
Exactly. No, obviously you're a reporter. I'm the
No. I'm saying they're saying Dan and Dago, you haven't had anything good lately. Here's an attaboy for you.
Louise, give me, you know what? Give me another attaboy. Give me the Super Bowl. How about that? All I need is one. I want next year's Super Bowl to have a graphic, whatever the hell color on top, get the powder blue on the bottom. Supposedly the bottom always wins. So get me that bottom powder blue on the Super Bowl logo. It's going to happen. Could you imagine his first year he comes in, redemption? I don't even want to hear it. Who cares what happens after that? It's over.
He's going
redemption.
He's going forward. He went forward.
Yes.
Canada! Is that not a flag, please?
Yes. I can't wait. I can't wait to see the khakis on the sideline. I cannot wait. Bring those khakis. The only thing I don't know, and go all the freaking way, dude. The only thing I don't know how they do is the headset. That's double headphones. I would not be able to hear anybody who's not on the headset talking to me. I'd be like, what? Ha?
Well, that's old. I think now it's only one-sided. So
I don't know. He's had two. I think he had two for the natty and everything else, but we'll see.
maybe
Who
then.
cares? He can have three. I don't give a shit. Whatever. Just come win me games, dude. Come win me a title.
Dan, so real quick before we head out, who wins this weekend?
Ravens, Lions. Yes. It's hot in here. Look, I'm about to. Let's go.
Oh, so they did announce today that Ray Lewis and Ed Reed will be leading the players out of the tunnel.
He better light some fire under their asses. Like, let them lose in the Super Bowl to the Lions, but get them fired up. We need America needs to be saved right now. Lamar Jackson, it's on you. John Harbaugh, it's on you. Save America. By the way, did you see that little stat? Supposedly, I don't know how true it is.
Jim shows up. What that? Give me that.
He'll be there. Yeah, he'll be there. But no Ravens gear. I'll tell you that. Don't put that garbage on anymore. But
what if he's wearing the hat already?
I would die. He would have to. I would die. But
what if Pop is wearing a Ravens and Mama's wearing the Charger hat?
Oh, already? They always do the hybrids. I don't care what they're wearing. Just get them. Get them here. Let's get to work. But I was gonna tell you. Did you see that little stat? Supposedly, I don't know how true it is. That it's like, the people who beat the Bills in the playoffs, they always lose their next game, and it's going back to like 2020 or something like that.
I didn't see that. The one thing I saw that was incredible is how similar these Bills are to that 06 to 09 Chargers team.
We're not going to do this, okay?
I'm sorry.
gonna freaking take a piss on our high right now. Like, get out of here. Don't bring up that garbage. I don't need negativity. Bring up good vibes, dude. Good vibes.
Just real quick, and again, remember, kids show.
Kid show.
Quick thoughts on Tom Telesco taking the Raiders job.
Oh, it's hilarious to me. You know,
Oh,
good luck. No depth. No depth, no first round. This is what I always said, okay? Everybody wants to hate on me. I don't know nothing, whatever. Okay. You know,
I wonder if Raven fans are going to be nicer to you now because you're choosing the Ravens this season because their fans really hated you.
They'll love
On
me
Lions
this week.
fans.
They'll love me this week, hate me the next. I'll be rude.
Lions and Ravens fans both hated you.
Let the
and
Lions do it.
Dolphins.
Oh,
And
Dolphins. Dolphins, they can kiss my ass. They know everything I say is true. Oh my God, they wish they had the son of Odin. But what did you ask me?
I don't remember.
I had a good
were we
thought, and
talking
then you interrupted. Then you interrupted me.
Oh, Tom Telesco.
Oh, yeah. You look at his
It's
first rounders. I have said this from the beginning, and everyone mocks me. You look at his first rounders. If they didn't slide to him, if the Chargers weren't bad enough and they had a top 5 pick, they never hit. It is what it is. Later rounds, never hit. Not really. Undrafted, okay.
The opinions of Dan and Daygo do not reflect his
the
employers.
opinions on the program. That's fine. Who cares? I say it all the time. This is me. This is my take. You know, Derwin fell to him. Slater fell to him. Herbert, that one really pisses me off because Miami takes Herbert. I'm willing to bet my life he would have taken Tua. And that would have been very bad. But yeah, no, I think this is what more could you want in the AFC West? You know, I'm glad. Although one thing that will piss me off, I'll tell you this right now. If all of a sudden he gets over there and he gets all excited and all of a sudden, you know, he knows how to be a GM and he starts kicking our ass, that's where I'm going to be pretty upset. I'll write some strongly worded letters. That would really just, you know, but don't worry. Don't worry. We got Jim. We got Jim. We're going to be okay. But yeah, I'm not worried about him being over there. You know, I'm not. I think, the thing with Antonio Pierce, who his coordinators are going to be, is the X factor, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm interested to see who his offensive coordinator. I heard Cliff Kingsbury is interviewing.
He's shopping himself around. Yeah, he's trying to get off that burning ship that is the USC Trojans, dude.
Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen there, but I'm really interested to see what
Yeah, no, I'm not worried about Tom. He'll make a top heavy team and they'll get hurt halfway through the year.
Oh my God.
What?
Nothing.
What I said?
No, I'm just
Did I lie? I saw this for 11 years. You know what happened in his tenure, Frau? I want you to understand this. He came in, got his ass kicked by the Denver Broncos, won a Super Bowl, okay? Then guess what happens? You would think to yourself, oh, maybe this is our time. Psych! Kansas City comes up, wins a Super Bowl. And guess what, Frau? If you thought that wasn't bad enough to see two teams win a Super Bowl, don't worry. Kansas City went to another one. Thank God the GOAT kicked his ass. But in case you thought that was bad enough, don't worry. They went to another one, and they won. And on top of that, if you think that was bad, Denver just rebuilt, and they're on the way up.
Well, I would hold off on that. I don't know about
rebuild. On the way up.
I don't know about that.
They're on the way up.
I don't know. They don't have a quarterback. They don't have receivers.
Yeah, Sean Payton can figure it out, though.
I don't know about that. He doesn't have Drew Brees this time. All right, Dan, before we head out, just one last time.
Yes.
Who's better than us? Nobody!
Oh, my God. Shout out to you. You, sir, and your genetics made a perfect specimen coach for me. I appreciate you. Get him a box.
I want you to meet them. Hopefully they're at Radio Row or something, and you can do a TikTok with them. You and the dad.
TikTok. I bet. Can you and me please just do the nobody who has it better than us? That's all I want to do.
No cursing around them. They seem
no. Exactly. Good Christian people. No worries. No cursing. I wouldn't
think
do it. Well, Catholic. Well, yeah. Catholic, yeah. I just meant Christian, like the general term, not really the specific sect. But all right. Yeah, that's what I would do. Who's got it better than us? Nobody. Then I'll point and laugh at every other team.
Yeah, no, that's
It's gonna
Dan,
be
I
good.
couldn't have.
It's gonna be good.
You're really
Everybody nervous. Everybody gonna be nervous. He's gonna stomp the hell out of that same old Charger crap. He's gonna stomp it out. No room for it. Can't do it.
I've never seen you like this. Well, I did when they drafted Herbert. You were really excited about that.
Yeah.
You weren't one of those Isaiah Simmons people like a lot of people were.
I was not. You know me.
They're hiding though.
Of course they are. They always hide. They always change their takes. I'll admit I was wrong. I get a lot of stuff right. I get a lot of stuff wrong. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But yeah, I when they drafted Herbert, I was excited, but then I was like, okay, well, let's see what this is. But it's like as you start like, and the craziest part to me, and I always tell people this when they try and slander my boy, he's had no consistency at the head coaching position, college to pro, and he's still putting up huge numbers, dude. How many guys can't do that?
We'll talk about that, but I wonder if if Jim being Catholic, if this is how he's gonna be in the locker room.
Oh yeah.
He wasn't Catholic, which I don't love, but he really got misrepresented in that.
I love Ty Schmidt, the boys, Pat McAfee.
Hopefully we can get him back on the show during Radio Row Week. But yeah, they're all good guys. They're always nice to us, so we appreciate them and their friendship. But all right, Dan, for the last time, you can go ahead and do it.
Oh, this is how we're gonna sign off? Okay, first off,
that's how you can sign off.
First off, be a compa, tell a compa.
No. Well, I was gonna do that after you do that.
Oh, well, do it first. We'll sign off with the who's got it better.
Fine, I'll do that. Well, we appreciate you guys so much for checking out another episode of What's Up, Bolts. Obviously, the Chargers signed Jim Harbaugh as their next head coach. As things start progressing, we will jump on more frequently as the rosters are as general managers filled, as the press conference, as more coaching stuff happens. We'll jump on lives. We'll do videos like this. Make sure you guys hit the notification button so that you guys know when we drop episodes. But yeah, we'll be doing these so you guys just be on the lookout. And again, thank you guys for all your support. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and be a compa, tell a compa. Dan and Daygo, take it away.
Who's got it better than us? Fucking nobody!